All right, y'all, it's the rookie car haul out here. I know I haven't made a video in a while. Just been dealing with life. You can see I'm leaving Walmart behind me. I made it in there 5 minutes before they closed. I had to run, and they let me in. They closed at 11 o'clock p.m. and I made it in there just in time to and I didn't get what I went for. My mind was so cluttered and all over the place. I went in there for a pillow, but because I'm about to sleep in my truck. But I went in there for a pillow and came out with a bag of chips. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how that happened. I was just trying to think fast because they got these registers in there now that they shut down on you at 11 o'clock. So you can't even play you know how back in the day when you be inside the supermarket and they say, they get on the speaker and they be like, we will be closing at 11 o'clock. And you be like, yeah, whatever. Y'all ain't closing till I leave the store. So I'm just going to lollygag and keep shopping till I get done shopping. You can't do that no more. You lollygag if you want to. You're going to come up to that little register they got now with the cashierless register, and you ain't going to be able to check out. Then you're going to have a basket full of stuff that you can't do nothing with. You got to just leave the basket there. So I had to hurry up and rush because I knew they was going to shut the register down because they said it on the speaker. They said, we close at 11 o'clock, and if you don't get here, you don't get to the cash register by 11, the cash register will shut down on you. I said, dang. So I just grabbed the first thing I saw. It was a bag of chips and some tuna fish and a big old bottle of apple cider, like apple juice type stuff. And I grabbed that, and I forgot all about my pillow. Because I was like, I ain't gonna be able to get none of that stuff. The only reason I wanted the pillow is because I'm about to sleep in the truck. So that's the only reason why. That's the only reason why I wanted the pillow, because so I can have me a decent, a halfway decent, sleep experience. Have a halfway decent sleep experience inside the truck. So yeah, that's what it is. I'm in Walmart parking lot, and I'm over here in Winder. And Winder can't really see me, so dark. I'm in Winder, Georgia, running these Carvana loads. And sometimes, I get back so late that I don't have time to make it home. And I end up sleeping in the truck. I end up having to sleep in the truck. I know a lot of drivers won't do that. A lot of drivers wouldn't do that. It's definitely not the most comfortable thing. In no shape, form, or fashion. Not on no Daycab. I don't mind sleeping in a sleeper, obviously, but in a Daycab, it's very uncomfortable. So that's why I was trying to get a pillow to make my experience a little better. I don't sleep in the truck every day, all the time, obviously, because then it would make the job that much more difficult. But with the Carvana loads, they come so they give us, with the Carvana loads, you got to be there at 7 o'clock in the morning to pick your load up, to get your load started so they can start working on your load. So if you got a load on your back, and you got to be there at 7 o'clock in the morning, it makes sense for you to try to stay as close to the yard as possible. If I go home, it's going to be like a whole hour ride home and then an hour ride back, and it's going to cut into my sleep a whole lot. So it's better for me to just go ahead and try to stay as close to the yard as possible. But get this truck from one of these dogs run up on me. It's better for me to try to stay, not all the time, obviously. Not all the time, obviously. I'm not gonna fake the funk and sit up here and tell you I enjoy this, because I don't enjoy it at all. I really don't. You know what I'm saying? But I know sometimes you got to do what you got to do, you know, in some situations. And I know a lot of guys definitely would not do this, you know, but sometimes Asmar give me a hotel, and sometimes I haven't paid for a hotel yet, but I'm trying to work on getting a CLC card myself, my own personal CLC card, so I can get hotels at a discount at a discounted rate. But as of now, I don't have a CLC card. You know what I'm saying? And it brings us back to what we talked about before, working for a big company opposed to working for a small company. When you're working for a small owner-operator, it comes with its trials and tribulations. You know what I'm saying? And from amongst the trials and tribulations is that this is one of them, sleeping in the Daycab. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of guys, I would never do that. You know, he had to get me a hotel every night, blah, 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 to the end of it. I understand. You know, I understand. But at the same time, I don't be wanting to put no strain on nobody. You know what I'm saying? I know Asmar. I've known him for years. So, you know, I don't be, you know, had I signed up for that in the beginning and put that in the contract that it's mandatory for me to get a hotel every night and stuff like that, then that would be something different. You know what I'm saying? But I don't like, you know, making demands and trying to change things up when we already agreed on kind of doing things a certain way. Well, I didn't agree on sleeping in no truck. You know what I'm saying? But I know that's a part of the game sometimes. You know, when you're an owner-operator, you kind of just got to do what you got to do. You be, you know, raw dogging it basically sometimes. So, but like I said, a lot of nights I go home. Most of the nights I go home. It's just this week I've been more so kind of staying out and, you know, stuff like that. But most of the time I go home. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Most of the time I go home, or I stay in a hotel, you know, or when I go to Texas and stuff like that, you know, I'll be in a hotel, you know, Louisiana. Sometimes I get a hotel, sometimes I don't. You know, but anyway, just wanted to reach out and touch bases. Like I said, been going through a lot, you know, dealing with life, you know, so I know I should continue my journey, posting my journey, so people can see, you know, what goes on in the life of a rookie car hauler. Trying to find the best spot. There you go. That's a little better. What goes on in the life of a rookie car hauler. But this is some of it, depending on where you're working at. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, like I said, for those of y'all that's out here that want to get into car hauling, that haven't made the leap yet, I think it's a good career move. You know what I'm saying? I think it could be very lucrative for you, depending on where you at, and if you're learning and trying to working hard and saving your money. That's the number one key. Make sure you save your money, especially if you're gonna work for a smaller company. You know, it's imperative that you save, you know, save and invest. Have that cushion, have that emergency fund just in case the truck break down. You know, you got an emergency fund to fall back on. You know what I'm saying? So I'm tired, though, as you can see. So I'm going to go ahead and sign off. And I'll catch y'all on the rebound. All right? Take it easy.